Well, hello and welcome. My name is Charles Richard, and I've been doing analog, film, and audio for just about 40 years, and obviously digital because that's the new thing. But I think that I kind of like mostly analog, and it's for so many different reasons. And as you look at my videos throughout the uh, history of the life of this channel, you will see that the reason that I like analog is because of so many different qualities that it has over digital. But today the video is not about that. All right, today the video is about what's in my bag, in this bag. This is my 2026. I like to do once a year at least, right? I like to do what's in my bag because I think that yes, time travel as time progresses, I should say, right? As time progresses, our the way that we look at what we need, for what we are intending to do throughout that particular year, it sort of changes, and for me, it has been a de-escalating, okay, way where I have been looking and trying to, number one, make my equipment lighter, carry less equipment, but that is more effective and more identifiable as to what I am actually going to be using it for. I used to, when I first started, I used to carry a lot of backpacks and cases because I was very much into wanting to be ready for every single situation, and I ended up usually carrying 90% of the gear that I carried. I never really used, all right, because the intentions that I had for most of my events was pretty much tailored to where I could have just done with one camera and maybe a few lenses. Well, this year, all right, is a year of travel, a year of focusing more on the art, right, and focusing more on how I like to work and enjoy, my days, right, left here on Earth, because obviously you never know when it's going to be your day, right? But at least enjoy my days here on Earth with my wife Jasmine and Eve, my German Shepherd. And we go around, traveling everywhere. And so I want to stay as light as possible and to make it very comfortable. And so what I've done is I have actually taken my cross body. I have a cross body bag, and I am going to show you this cross body bag. But please don't think that you need to have something as expensive as this, because obviously that is not the idea behind this video. I think the idea mostly that I want to, sort of, bring out is that you don't really need to carry a huge backpack and all this stuff if you really think about what it is that you are going to be either videotaping or photographing. You can very easily minimize your equipment to something that will fit just in a crossbody bag, and that's what I have done. All right, so yes, not everybody's going to be able to afford this, and I understand that. It's not about affordability, so please don't take this the wrong way. Okay, if you can, that's great and it's beautiful. I just happen to be blessed by it, right? And so I've got a Louis Vuitton, okay, a crossbody bag, this right here, okay, that you see right here. Now, this is what I use to. This is actually my bag, okay, that actually fits everything, or everything that I want to use this year fits here very well, and I'm going to show you as I take every single piece out of here how well it fits, And that's all I need. That's all I really need to be able to have a wonderful experience with photography. And so let's get started. Let me show you. So let me take this off. And this is a simple crossbody bag, and it's the regular size. You can get one made by Coach or made by Tumi if you want to go and spend some, higher money. But you can also find these crossbody bags by other companies, right? Very inexpensive. For me, this is what I have. This is what I'm using. So what I have in here is I have a full set of film photography gear because I love film and I love what it brings to the table. All right, I love what I can get out of it, And so let me show you what how I've got it set up. All right, in the front pocket over here, right, I carry a very important for me is a battery backup, right? This I use mostly to charge my batteries, okay, for the phone, right? If I am on the road, I have a an Anker, all right. It is a 15,000. Is it a 15 or a 20? I think it might be a 20. Hold on. I take that back. It's a 20,000, okay, milliamp battery that I use. Let's see. You can see if I can press it here. And you can see it there. Okay, that I use to charge my phones. It's got the USB, the regular USB A, and it's Anchors is a company that for me is very durable, very good. You know what I'm saying? And it's small enough that actually. I think that's the key thing. Small, powerful, useful, and I use it. I use it to charge my phone. That's the basically what I use this for. So I've got that. All right. Then I've got my cables. Okay. Got two cables. One for to charge the battery if I need to charge, and one to charge the phone, which I'll show you. Honey, can you unplug me? Okay. I was using the cable, okay, to charge the phone. All right, but this is actually goes there. All right, in this side here, which is for my phone, for my iPhone. All right, which is what I'm using right now to film, right? And I have a an Energizer. All right, it's a Energizer, a 35-watt adapter. All right, to charge the battery and my phone. That's all I use this for. All right, because that's the only thing I need to charge, right? And with that said, all right, we continue, and then you will see that I have my small flash because I carry a small flash on this backpack. I don't carry the big flash. I carry this small flash. It is a newer, okay. It is a newer Speed Light NW320 with a diffuser. All right, and I have those two things. All right, which is for me it's very important. The ability that I have to be able to regulate the strength of the flash because I like using the flash only for doing macro stuff. This particular flash, when I'm going to do a video about it, later, this particular flash does not only flash but also is a light. It's also a video light. All right, so I have this, which is in my front pocket. Now that's the only thing that I have in the front pocket, and it fits very perfectly, very well protected. And of course, the quality, because this is like really thick leather. Also adds a layer of protection to the equipment. Now, in the main compartment, it only has two compartments, right? The small compartment and the bigger compartment. In the main compartment, I carry this here. I think in the last video I showed you what this was. Okay, this is a set of magnification filters, right, that you add to the front of the lens, 52 millimeters, that actually can be used for close-ups. All right, for close-ups like macro and that sort of stuff. So it comes in this little case, so I carry that. All right, and then I have two different lenses. The first lens that I carry is my Nikkor, all right, which I think is very good lens. This is a Nikkor, the 50 millimeter f1.4. This is a Nikkor f1.4, which is from the 60s. This is not one of the later ones. This is an early uh, um, lens. Okay, sorry about that. I got tongue tied. Okay, this is an earlier lens that actually has a lot of character to it. I love the character of this particular 50 millimeter, and it's also error correct with the body that I'm going to show you. And then it has this metal hood, right, which snaps into place, right, and I have the lens, okay, that you see right here. All right, I carry that, okay, in the backpack or in the crossbody. Then my big lens, I have it in a felt bag. These bags you can get them anywhere. You can get them at a thrift store. You can get them at Walmart. You can get them at a female or women's makeup store. That's what this bag is. It's a very simple bag, but it's felt. I like it because it protects the lens and it protects it from scratching other stuff. So I carry this felt bag and it's felt inside, but inside I have the 135. It is the 135, the Nikkor 135. It is an f 3.5. Let me put this out so you can see it. All right, let me do this and let me. Okay, this is the Nikkor, the 135 3.5, and as you can see, it's a solidly built lens. Very error correct. This particular series of lenses that you see from Nikkor or Nikon, right? These particular lenses have a different characteristic, in my opinion, right? One that has some sort of I want to say smoothness, if you want to call it, if that's really the better word for it. Smoothness, that creaminess to it, yet it is really clear, really clear lens, and so these are the only two lenses, okay, that I carry. These two lenses that you see here, the 50 and the 135, make up everything that I need for my photography. I use the 50 to do my regular photo, my street photography, just about everything. This is what the 50 millimeter lens is, and the 135 mostly, right, to do sort of like portrait work, close up for macro. It's really good. Yeah, it works really well. And so then the only other thing that I have in the bag, right, is my Nikon Model F. Okay, it's the F model. Here we go. It's this right here, the Nikon F. All right, with the strap. All right, and that's basically, and it's a really heavy camera too. Really, the quality is really good. This is my Nikon F camera, right? This is the only thing that I carry on my let me move my coffee over here on my bag. All right, there's no need for anything else. I need nothing else. This right here, my phone I carry in my pocket, which I'm using the iPhone, and then I have a tabletop tripod, very small tabletop tripod, which also fits in the front pocket, which I'm using right now to hold my phone to film this video. But this is what's in my bag, and the weight of it, is probably about maybe 2.5 pounds, maybe 3 pounds. That's all it weighs. That's all this equipment. That's all it weighs. Now, the advantages that I have for me, right, that I find using a cross-body bag rather than having a backpack that shouts and loudly, that is made by Lowepro or Manfrotto, that tells everybody that you have a camera, right, is two things. Number one, all right, it's not really identifiable unless somebody actually knows that inside your crossbody bag you have a camera. All right, that's the first thing. And second, right, because it's the way that I carry it. Obviously, there's different ways to carry it, but the way that I carry it is I like to carry it in the front of my body, right? It's always in front of me. It's always being protected, so people can't get to it. Can't bump into it. Can't scratch it. So it becomes better protected, right, by you carrying it in the front of the body. And I think that that's a good thing, right? Especially if you're traveling, especially if you're going into places like we do, right? We go to Disney, Universal Studios, where there's a lot of people, crowds of people, because it's a tourist place, right? And people are bumping back and forth, right? You don't want them to be bumping your cameras when you're carrying them in your back. So it's just a safer way and a more much better way to protect your camera. So, anyways, tell me what you think, okay, about this little setup. I am doing film photography. I'm not doing digital. If I want to do digital, I just take my phone and take a snap, a shot of it. Right now, for this year, I'm going to concentrate mostly on film and bringing that what the industry, I can't say really the industry, what people are calling cinematic, the true cinematic being that it's analog, not digital. I don't believe that you can get true cinematic with digital. You can get sort of something that looks close to, but the true cinematic comes from films that are used, true film, film with chemicals, and different chemicals create the color and the smoothness, and those movies were filmed by different kind of cameras, like the Panavision, those huge cameras that use the big film stock. And the same thing that cinematic look was being created for the theater, that same look, because it is the same formulas for the chemicals in the film, can be brought in what we call photography, with a 35 millimeter. And that's the reason that I have the Nikon F, which is the first SLR, right? That was done, right, back in 1959, because everything prior to that was mostly range type cameras. But anyways, I'm not going to go into the history or none of that, because otherwise I'll be babbling too much and then I'll make this video very, very long. Anyways, this is what I carry in my bag. My bag is very small, it's extremely small. You can see here how small the bag is, right? And it's really that's all you need. That's all that I need, I should say. It might be not be what you need, because you might have your situation or your wants and what you want to do with your gear more, and you want to carry more stuff. Well, that's on you. But for me, my travels, my flexibility, to be able to do multiple things, this is it. If I were to add anything else to this, I would say I would probably add a small tripod that I would carry in my hand, and which that might be a possibility. But I don't think that I do need it, okay? Because I have found that in my experience, the times that I actually use a tripod was very minimal. Okay, very minimal. If you're going out and you're shooting with your camera, you really don't want to pull out your tripod just to put your camera on a tripod just to take a shot. Okay, that's not really how the real world works. Okay, the real world works where if you're going on a trip, your camera is around your neck and you take your photo. You're not taking your tripod with you, just to take a photo. You don't do that. All right, and so therefore I don't really see a super need to carry a tripod, and therefore I don't carry it. Okay, and this is suffice for me. Anyways, I hope that you guys like this video. My next video that I got coming for you guys, okay, is going to be about the Nikkor mat. All right, and the Portra 200 that I shot, okay, with it. So you can see some of the photos from some of the photos. I'm sorry, it's not Portra 200. I'm sorry, it's Gold Kodak Gold 200. Excuse me, that I shot with Nikkormat, and then afterwards I have the next couple of videos would be on the Nikon F, and how I'm using the Kodak Portra 400. Okay, for the Nikon F, I am using the Portra 400, and we're going to talk about how I uh, do my mental adjustments. Okay, to be able to get the quality of photos that you're gonna be seeing posted here. And so I will be thinking what we call thinking out loud, so you can see my thought process of how I get to the colors and to the exposure and to the actual final product of what you'll see here in this future videos. So anyways, if you really love analog photography and you really love film, this year I'm focused on that. I'm focused also on analog audio, okay, recording. So I'm going to focus on that also. I'll introduce you to my new studio. Little heads up, heads up, guys. Okay, my new recording studio. All right, and yeah, okay. So stay tuned because it's going to be a really interesting year with me, my wife Jasmine, and Eve, my German Shepherd. You know, you'll see all three of us here on this channel. In the meantime, you know, if you haven't subscribed, you know, hit that button down there, hit that bell one time, and we'll see you on the next video. Bye bye.